The season is over for the Baltimore Ravens, and a lot of people are scratching their heads saying, how are the Baltimore Ravens in this position? They're supposed to win a Super Bowl this year, at least be a contender. Now they find themselves not even making the playoffs. You want to blame the rookie kicker and Tyler Loop? You want to blame Coach Harbaugh and all his success and say he's the issue? Nah, we know where this goes. Most of this lands on the feet and the lap of Lamar Jackson. Well, Lamar Jackson's been dealing with a lot of criticism, so he wants to talk and address that. Let's listen to him and take that deep dive with him. Lamar Jackson, he has to answer all of these conversations, rumors about his leadership, about how he's acting around the team and the facility. Kind of gangster. Let's go.
I always want to play football, but I felt like my brother had he can put a win off for us because I wouldn't be able to do anything. I was really hurt. Like, I don't know why I got to get questioned about, or I hear things about, I don't know if he really, like, I never quit on my team before, so I never quit anything, to be honest with y'all. So I don't know where that noise came from, but like, I already know my brother he gonna pull it off if I couldn't get it done, So.
Surprise you that, like you just mentioned, the talk that comes up when you do get hurt, how people react. It seems like they're not as quick to believe that you're as hurt as you.
But for fans, fans do ask, like, does Lamar want to be here? Is he where he wants to be? What
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I don't even know where that come from.
Right.
Probably because, some people think they're just waiting for you to sign a contract to get something done with the team.
But we got to focus on winning right now. So contract talk can be after the season or whatever, but during the season, I'm locked in.
Would you say you have a good relationship with John Harbaugh? That was another thing that was brought up. Would you say you guys have a strong relationship?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know like I said, I don't know where the noise come from, man. I don't know where the noise come from.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's go. Okay. A lot of assumptions are being made based off of that article because a lot of times when we hear an allegation, no matter if it's an allegation through court, allegation through report, we take it as law. And then we try to eliminate, we try to go and undermine it. We try to bring it back because once you hear something, you're like, oh, yeah. And then it's like, but really? Nah. Instead of the way it's supposed to be, when you hear something, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then you like build that case up. Instead, we try to take that case apart. So as soon as we heard Lamar Jackson, oh man, what'd he do? What'd he do? You mean what somebody heard he did? You mean what somebody who wasn't there think he heard about or someone else who was there told him, which we don't always want to trust, always believe in that person? Like, I'm not going to give you that benefit of doubt person who's telling me slanderous things about this guy. Oh, well, why would he lie? Why would he make it up? People don't need a reason to lie. Some people just lie, right? Like inherently lie. Some people just want to make it up. Some people want to be a part of the mix. No, they won't be a part of the mix, but can associate with the mix by talking about who you talking about, right? They know that you ain't talking about them. They know they'll never be a headline in the article, so Lamar Jackson will be. Guess what I know? This is the same thing where every time you read about a celebrity, how do you find out the information? People close to the source. People close to the celebrity. People in their circle say, what was the reaction to Taylor Swift when she heard that she did something? Well, people close to Taylor said. So Lamar, let me help him out though. Look. I don't like this cliche. A lot of people use it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. No. Sometimes you can't add it up and it makes no sense. And you can't make sense out of nonsense. But you think there's smoke, there's fire. Here's where Lamar suffers. And just being real. He suffers in the fact that when he's talking about situations, he's not being precise. He's not trying to be sophisticated. He's a common man. Look. The dude, this is how he gives his press conference. I just want you to take a look again. And this is why there's look at him. He just, watch him.
I heard I'll be playing the game at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay. That's the leader of your franchise in terms of players. And people lazily will make assumptions on him based on just the presentation, right? You don't believe me? You remember back in the days, and they may still do this, but I don't go to clubs anymore. There was a dress code. NBA did it, okay? Even better example. Everybody knows. One day, David Stern woke up and said, dress code. Now, why did he do that? A lot of people took it racially, culturally. It was like, oh, you trying to make sure that nobody wear T-shirts and sag anymore and all that. Yeah. Whatever it may be. But the real of it is, and back in the days, they don't even do this anymore as much. Wall Street, always had to wear your suit. Always had to be buttoned down, buttoned up, right? And then all of a sudden, you saw what happened in Silicon Valley. And then in Silicon Valley, they like, T-shirt and jeans, who gives a damn? As long as you get to the money, get me to the money. But the point is, presentation matters to a lot of people. And when you present yourself a certain way, they're going to make the lazy assumptions and associations and stereotypes that come with it, right? I used to wear T-shirts and khakis and sag and Cortezes. I used to wear a hat, all that. I looked like a gangster. Farthest thing you could ever see from a gangster. But I was dressing the part. Being a part of the culture, fitting in, whatever the fad was, I wore them. You know the game. So Lamar, he dresses like, and he talks like, hey man, I'm not on a high horse. And then people say, okay, that comes with a list of associations. So he's not precise. Here's an example. They said, you have a good relationship with your Coach Harbaugh. Now, if you buttoned up trying to play that role and be perfect, you say, we have an amazing relationship. I don't know where that comes from. Lamar says, I think so. I don't know where that comes from. You get the difference? This ain't got nothing to do with nothing except, okay, everywhere you go, you set up your own defense. No matter who you are in life, you're going to set up the resistance against you based on who you are, right? So if you're a nerd, you're going to have the resistance of people clowning you. You think it's all about your books and you just act like that. You have no social life. If you're a socialite and a class clown, oh man, you don't take life seriously. You ain't going to never get into the books. Everything. Now, the crazy thing is there are nerds that are class clowns. Raise your hand if you're one. I was a nerd class clown. I had jokes and I had books. See how lazy? That's why the assumptions are. So people assume Lamar's not smart, as intelligent as he is, isn't as professional, isn't as dedicated, because he's just looking like, yo, I'm one of the fellas. I'm talking like one of the fellas. I'm not up here trying to give a master class on leadership and guidelines of being a franchise quarterback. No, he's not. He's like, I think we cool. I don't even know where that come from. I don't even do that. What are you talking about? And that's the difference, sophistication. And Lamar, it's so weird he has to deal with all of this stuff because he's being Lamar. Like we all see when somebody gets buttoned up, we all know the person that has to button up. When they're done with work, oh, make me a double, a strong one. They go like this, whew. And then the real them is starting to breathe out because they're like, I've been presenting all day. Lamar is not into the presentation mode. He's not into that scope. He's like, I'm just going to ball. I'm into winning. I ain't even tripping on the money. Y'all tripped on me. Thought I wasn't professional. Thought I couldn't handle myself off the field. Thought I couldn't have my mom as an agent so I could pay her that 3% instead of paying some dude I don't know. Thought we couldn't get the deal done. And y'all slandered his name throughout that whole process. What happened? Ended up being the highest paid ever. At that time, mama did that. Come on, y'all. So, judging his box, judging how he does things is how you get judged. Ye judge, ye shall be judged. So when you come out and you do something that's stereotypical or people can put in association, that's who you are, that's who you are, right? It happens in all kind of ways. It's not even that deep. You pull up to a red light and you see a Dodge Charger all fixed up. You look, yep, you know who you're going to see. Some 21-year-old or some dude just got out of high school or some JUCO dude ready to street race or some dude who's working his 9 to 5 and ready to blow off a little steam. And I'm sitting there in that Tesla plaid. I'm like, do you really want to do this? And we're not doing this because I got 3 itty bitties in the back, but this doesn't make noise. But it goes, right? I beat it. I would. 20, 30 years ago, I wouldn't even I would have raced his ass and destroyed him. So Lamar is interesting. He's going to go through this cycle again because it's too easy, right? There's natural forces to get paid. Everyone knows this in the NFL. The mantra is as soon as you get paid upstairs, they're trying to look for ways to get that money back. It's weird because it doesn't make sense. We want to pay our franchise player. Here, Patrick Mahomes. Here, Lamar Jackson. Here, Josh Allen. Josh Allen even said, nah, I don't need all that. Save some, you know. Put that to other players on the team. Put that to use. But the point is, they're going to come at you. You're going to hear, I don't think you can win the big one, Josh. Patrick Mahomes, your best days are behind you. Lamar Jackson, you sleep in the meetings and you're playing games and the team can't win with you, can't win the big one. It's just the wins against you. Everybody got him. Everybody got him. Yep, him too. Tom Brady, is it really you or is it Belichick? Peyton Manning, when you going to win the big one? You falling short. You get too nervous in these big games. It's crazy. Everybody has to deal with it. And Lamar is going to have to deal with it. Trust me, this offseason, if he don't sign that deal day one, which he won't. See, the Winds are trying to rush you. They're trying to blow you into a situation where you feel insecure, inferior, and you just give up your value. Lamar got to cut through that. But the problem is, cutting through that, you just open yourself up for more slander. I don't know if it's true or false. I do believe he falls asleep in meetings because every NFL player I've ever met fell asleep in meetings. I've never met the guy who didn't, but you're the one. Maybe you and Phil Hansen. Phil Hansen. If y'all know who Phil Hansen is, y'all know Phil Hansen. But everybody go like this. Everybody go, man, are you kidding me? I'm 27 years old, been playing football since I was 7. And you telling me about a cover 2 again? What? Who hasn't fallen asleep in class and got an A in that class? I got an A in the class. I used to go like this. Man, look. And then you go like this. Oh, God. You fighting, you ate. You already had lunch. Big-ass pastrami sandwich. You stuck. You're like, oh, God. And you fighting it. And then you think you only went to sleep for a second. Everyone has this same issue. You think you only, man, you missed half the class. So I don't know. Look, if you ask me what I really believe, of course he fell asleep in some meetings. I hope so. It's actually a rite of passage. You can't be amazing and coach don't clown you because you great. What coach say, what did Parcells say when Lawrence Taylor showed up late to the meeting? Why y'all start the meeting on time? Why y'all start the meeting so early? Won't you wait? What happens when a sorry player does the same thing? Cut his ass. Why? He missed the meeting. He was late. So I hope Lamar is falling asleep in a meeting or two. You think Tom Brady ain't never dozed off? Stop. Just stop. It's okay. We need real brands. Okay. But Tom Brady is buttoned up. So when you ask him about him and Belichick, he going to lie to the day he died. Then he going to wake up one day and be like, Right? He's still covering for Belichick. They were like, Brady, how's it going? Well, I think I'm looking forward to future opportunities. And it's been an amazing experience here, We won a lot together, Bill and I. He don't say, I think so. Like Lamar, like, I think so. Just a difference, y'all. Just a difference. Thank you. Float on OK says, thanks for what you do. Yes, thank you, brother. Real spit. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this Lamar topic. I think it's fascinating. Yeah, Lamar is quiet. Lamar is a quiet type. It seems like he's to himself. I met him before, but I don't know Lamar like that. But it seems harmless. Like he just like, look, let's go get it, dog. I'm a talent. Y'all know what it is. Let's go get it. And then trying to fit in, you actually make it harder on yourself because you're not like one of the guys. It's a weird dynamic. It's a weird psychology. To fit in is actually like what we all wish someone would do. But we also are now bringing them problems because they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Lamar Jackson is not like anybody else he kicking it with, okay? He not. He won't be treated that way. He won't be thought of that way. That's why when he comes up and he gives the press conference, he has to talk about all the stuff that he's like, I don't even know where they come from. They don't make up all these stories about everybody else. They don't even spend the time on it. And that's one of the reasons why I love doing this show, talking about sports, talking about the same stuff everybody talking about, what's happening on the field, the NFL standings, what's happening in college football. We're going to do all that. But we also going to talk about y'all, because nobody talking about them. Where are the checks and balances? Who policing the police? You know what I mean? I don't take anybody's word as gospel, so that's what we doing. Beat it up in the comments. Everybody falls asleep. You ain't living if you ain't falling asleep on something that you routinely do. Stop. Hammer time. Don't even make it up. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using VINIA? Oh, my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without VINIA, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have VINIA. You can too. So make sure you use VINIA in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to VINIA.com/Marcellus. Marcellus10 for the discount code. And you will get 10% off. That's VINIA.com/Marcellus.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.